POV, you're finally outgrowing the girl who would have settled. She was sweet. She meant well. She wanted to love and to be loved so badly. But she forgot to ask, does this even love me back? She wanted belonging, so she twisted herself into knots just to fit into the rooms that made her shrink. She over explained, over functioned, and overextended, all in hopes that someone would finally choose her. But she never realized she was the one who needed to choose herself first. Let's have a soft girl reflection really quick. Now, when I talk about that version of me, I don't hate her, but yeah, I definitely have went through many phases and many stages when it comes to going from low self-esteem and so forth to high self esteem and glowing up and getting numbers left and right from all types of men without even trying. I have definitely overcame some struggles, and honestly, I love that version of me, and I wish I can just hug that version of me and tell her that, like, girl, I know what you're going through. I see you, I feel you, but time had to play out, and now I am so inspired to create amazing YouTube videos that really target those type of topics, along with commentary and occasional covers and music that I come out with because I like to freaking sing. um and I really am stepping out on like my authenticity and being myself and all of that. So that's one period. But yeah. And so much of my channel, I love talking about doing the internal work along with fun commentary stuff. And I also talked about the importance of journaling, opened up about my life a little bit, but nobody talks about the hardships of growing up internally and how it gets lonely sometimes. And that's just kind of like the life that it is when you're trying to become a soft girl, you're trying to glow up, and you're trying to really work on yourself. So you're no longer asking people, hey, do I look good? Hey, do I look good? When you looked in the mirror and you done your makeup to perfection and your makeup is tea. And that process of glowing up and becoming a more stronger version of me that isn't seeking validation or permission from people have definitely been a journey, and it was definitely not easy. But after learning about self-esteem and learning techniques and how to meditate and remembering the power of like awareness of your negative emotions instead of actually embracing it, I definitely started to feel better about myself. Um, as I, gone on in life, like day by day. And I talk about journaling a lot. And journaling helps too, but sometimes when it comes to the process of growing your self-esteem and your self-worth and really becoming stronger, it really do just take time and intention. Actually, like, you gotta want this, you gotta want to glow up, you gotta want to do better in your life. And a big part of the glow up process is that you have to really take action, because if you don't take action, then you never like feel like you're enough. Like, you may put makeup on and pile it on, wear a cute dress, but then like you get that empty, lonely, sad feeling inside. And when I say take action, I mean, taking some time out for yourself, working on yourself internally, and journaling, even on days where you feel confused, where you feel groggy, where you don't want to, where it feels like a homework assignment. It really do help. And then it's so amazing reading and looking back at old journal entries, because it's like, wow, have I grown so much? It's like, wow. And it's like I can see things from a different lens, because I see myself like I when I look at my diary, actually, like when I write in it, sometimes I like wait after my emotions are not high, and I pretend like, hey, I'm looking at somebody else's diary, and I'm just like, I'm my own friend, and I'm going to just look at that, and I'm just going to look at this diary entry like I am my own friend, and then I'm just going to see like, what is my friend doing that I can point out, because I've always been the greatest self like therapy friend. Well, why I say self therapy, but I've always been the best like therapy friend for a lot of people where people go to me. But like when it comes to me taking my own advice, it's a lot going on, child, until recent years. So when you become aware of yourself and you revisit your diary entries after writing, sobbing, crying, or writing happy stuff in it, then you can see like what negative patterns am I doing wrong? Well, is she doing wrong? Because I think of it like that. Because if I say I, then I'm gonna get all back into my emotions again, and I won't be able to give myself my own great advice that I would give to a friend. And I was like, what is she doing wrong? Oh, I see that she has a pattern that she needs to become aware of. And then on the next page I write down the lessons learned and like the growth that I have learned from certain situations in life. And that really, really helps with my awareness. I know what I will and I won't do when it comes to dating, when it comes to that, because I'm not just, you know, getting taught a lesson in life and then going through the same lesson over and over again because I lack awareness. No, I journal and then I look at my diary entry like, so who is this girl? And I'm like, so what is she doing? Oh, she did that. Ooh, she did that. Oh, child. And I take lots of time to really get to know myself. And that is the power of journaling. Like back then when I was a teenager, I kind of did a bad job. Well, I don't want to say I did a bad job, but I journaled from a very unhealed young girl state of mind. Like I remember, let's say I got in a fight with someone, and then I would journal about it. And then I would be angry, huffing and puffing all throughout the day because I'm so mad at someone. And then I end up like getting my diary and kind of like sitting it somewhere on the table on the page that I've written about them so they just know how I felt. And it would cause a big scene and the fight will be even worse, and they will try to tell me off. When you're writing in your diary like that, you self-sabotage your growth because whatever that you're trying to look for in a person to do differently, they won't do. Most of the time when you're growing, changing, and constantly evolving, people will not evolve and change with you. You're not going to get it. You're supposed to be, when you journal, it's for becoming your own closure and to become aware of yourself and to just release things without having to tell no one. And basically journaling and moving in silence, like moving in silence while journaling, that is how you truly journal to heal your life. When you're being problematic, that isn't going to really help you, like when it comes to journaling, if you know what I mean. And like my situation may not be an exact same situation that you went through, but like I just want to give a couple of tips that I learned along the way after like reflecting, journaling, and thinking about my life, and um thinking about like times where I did this and that, and learning, getting the lessons from it, and then receiving the lessons from it and embodying like lessons learned and moving on in life. You know what I mean? And that's something that I learned, and that's something that I basically created my own self. And maybe I should create a book called like awareness journaling, soft girl awareness journaling, how to unlock your potential and stay motivated to be that girl. Why does that sound like a book idea? God damn, I'm always thinking of digital product ideas. But I don't know, I might not. If y'all think that book idea might be a good idea, then let me know in the comment section or like the video. Like I just want a sign. Um and yeah, you know, life is tough, but like don't make it tougher. Don't be messy. Keep all your messy, uncomfortable thoughts and angry feelings in your diary, and don't try to show it to other people. And that was me a while back, like a long time ago. I learned a lot from 19-year-old, 18-year-old, really 17-year-old Candace back then. I really did. And a big part about becoming a soft girl is, making journaling a part of your life. And honestly, you know, when it comes to journaling productively to actually help you with your mental health, then like sulk and make negative venting, pages in your diary. It just takes time, growth, awareness, and the true intention to just move on and heal. And it's not about being messy. It's not about holding things against no one, but it's about choosing you for the first time and just making space for just you. And also it's about just being in your own energy, cultivating a good relationship with yourself. And the relationship with yourself is the longest relationship that you will ever have with anyone. You're stuck with you forever. So it's good to explore yourself, even if you, you know, don't like yourself and you have self esteem issues, or you're just not that type of person. It's good to just like make it a part of your daily routine, or morning routine, or night routine, or heck, even afternoon routine. When it comes to the new me, she isn't bitter, she's clear. She's clear on what she wants, she's clear on who she is, and she has fully tapped into her soft girl power. It's not about rushing in this season, and being a soft girl who journals is not about rushing, it's about knowing that you are in divine timing. Am I right, girlfriend? That's on period. Ah. And if I can talk to the 16-year-old version of me when she was still, going through the motions, hormones, liking guys, and all of those things, I wish that I can tell her that you're still becoming. Act like a 10, even if some days you feel like a 7 or 6, because you got to have your own back, because nobody else will have it for you. Nobody's going to run. Like, you can't run and cry to nobody. Like, yeah, to your mom, but like, you need to learn to be strong, and you need to learn to be aware of the things you're doing. And if somebody is draining your energy, note it. Note it, and then choose peace and choose yourself and choose being in your own lane time and time again. And there's so much more I wish I could have told the younger version of me, but the biggest thing is that I want to tell her that you're still becoming. Why are you labeling yourself? And you need to be more compassionate towards yourself, because life is too short, and you shouldn't be self-conscious either. And I still kind of struggle with feeling self-conscious, because I am a used to be perfectionist. Now I'm a good enough type girl, because that works better for me. And if anybody that resonates with this video watch this video to the end, I hope you know that you're good enough. And even if it sounds cheesy and like, oh, this sounds like such a rom-com movie thing, like, oh, you're good enough, you're doing good. But if you're in a messy stage, like you're in the messy middle before you totally bloom, um as a beautiful rose or lotus flower, let it embrace the situation, embrace what you're going through, but also let it go. And remember that um if you have faith, not just in God, but just in yourself, it will get better. I mean, positive thoughts do manifest along with negative thoughts, so it will eventually get better for you, whatever messy middle situation that you're in. And I have been in so many messy middle situations until I realized what I might have contributed to it, that like made it messy like that in my life. So I did a lot of inner work when it comes to like things like that. And you know I can say happily now that my life is peaceful and giving soft girl journaling energy for sure. And if you're not a journaler, you just like watching my videos, um I'm glad, and it's nice to know you or and see you too. And I hope that what I said in this video, and my thoughts to the 16 or 17 to 19-year-old version of me, I hope it resonates and clicks with you too, because I always be thinking to myself, like, I be wanting to have a whole webinar, like seminar, like, this is what you're not supposed to do, you know? And if you're in the messy middle, it's going to be okay. And it's okay to unlearn things too. And this is such a random video, right? But like, I think we kind of get it right. But like, the whole theme of this video is just about like reflecting and talking about the old me and having a heart to heart, embracing, my vulnerabilities. Oh my God, I forgot my earrings. Wait, dang it. How I forgot my earrings. And we're literally at the end of the video, but at least we're still glam though. We are still glam. But anyways, bottom line when it comes to this video that I'm creating just for you, it's all about learning to embrace the woman that you are becoming and remembering to your self that you should be kind to yourself. And when you're writing in your diary, if you have so much negative stuff to say, it's good to start off with something that you're grateful about, like writing down what I'm grateful about, then write the vent underneath it, in a different, column in a different line. And it's just about balancing kindness and compassion in your life, because life can be so hard and it can feel cheesy, but it's good to do that. So give yourself a pat on the freaking back. And remember that whatever messy middle situation that you're in, if you're in a relationship, a situationship, or you're breaking up with someone, and that hurts anyway, even if you don't like somebody that much, or you're going through heartbreak and you're getting back to yourself, you're finally getting back into your personality that, like, you know, you lost with someone that you deeply cared about, and now you're here. Or you're just a woman like me, just becoming, and you're just existing in the present moment. Remember that you are not hard to love. You're just unavailable for people that do not see your worth fully in life and don't see your worth and your potential fully and not pouring into you. And that is all I have to say for this YouTube video. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any thoughts and opinions, I would love to hear your opinions down below when it comes to this topic about unlearning the old version that you once was, who accepted less, who accepted little, who settled, who shrunk, and becoming a beautiful blossoming flower. Whether you're a late bloomer about to blossom or still in your fertilization era, you know what I mean? Like, honestly, I'm not in my fertilization era, but like, I'm a late bloomer about to blossom, you know what I mean? But if you're that, I would love to hear your comments below, about this video and your journey. Subscribe to my newsletter on Substack. It's so girly and amazing, and I always talk about amazing personal development videos that help you overcome low self esteem, confidence, and self worth issues to embrace your greatest self. And who doesn't want to show up as their best self? I know I do. And it took a lot of work to be confident on camera. And I felt like it was worth documenting and writing about. And I don't write about like camera stuff, but just like about self esteem, self worth, and confidence. And if that's something that's interesting to you, alongside with makeup and lifestyle and the music that I listen to, and also updates on future musical projects that will be coming out one day, you might want to sign up to my Substack newsletter and also visit my website, to read my blog articles as well. I worked hard on it recently, and check out my merch too. And yeah. Oh yeah, and join the Rose Gold Society for only $12.99 a month to get access to exclusive amazing content. And also, don't forget to join the Rose Gold Society for only $12.99 so that you'll be able to get access to amazing self-help content that isn't like cheesy, that talks about confidence and self-image, that we talk about like body image, we talk about boundaries, we talk about the uncomfortable stuff on there too. And also, um, I share amazing makeup and fashion recommendations. So, who doesn't want to sign up to that? Anywho, I'll see you later, girlfriend, in the next video. Bye.